Ladies and gentlemen, Hex community of all ages, hey, Jake Freedom here, coming to you live from YouTube for this week's Hex Update Saturday for September 27th, 2014. And last week's update was a little bit of a teaser about, they're going to roll out a patch, and it was supposed to be this week sometime. Well, that didn't happen, but not all is bad, because they did actually let us know that the patch was actually going to be on the 30th, which is going to be Tuesday, so it's a couple days from now. When they announced that they were going to do the patch on Tuesday, we didn't know what the patch actually consisted of. So we want, some people ask, hey, are they going to put out some type of notes and what's actually going to be covered in the patch? They did, but before we get to that, we want to take a look at the VIP tournament this weekend. If you guys aren't familiar with the VIP tournaments, they're basically a constructed tournament. They have set times that they fire off, and you can win some really cool prizes. Let's go ahead and bring that here. I'll just show this here. Alright, so I'm going to be taking part in this one here later today. I think there's one that kicks off today at 4 p.m. my time, Central Time. The thing though, what I'm really digging about this is, hopefully I can do well enough, is that, what am I trying to say here? I lost my train of thought. Oh, the AA cards. I'm really looking forward to the alternate art cards. I don't know why, I just think they're really cool. I want to try to collect all the alternate art cards. Some people don't like the alternate art cards, some people do. Speaking of alternate art cards, I try not to go to the forums too much. I read them, but sometimes it can be pretty toxic. So I hopped in on this one thread, and they were talking about the first collector tier alternate art card, and it happened to be Master Theory Crafter. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I liked his art, from his original art, and it was a really neat card. A lot of people were actually really upset about that. I shouldn't say a lot. It seemed about half of them were upset about that being Master Theory Crafter was the first alternate art card for the collector tier. And I was like, big deal, so what, it's not a powerhouse card, but that's not a problem. Collector tier is just that, as it says, you collect these cards. You don't care what, rarity they are, or how powerful they are. So, I put down in there, I was like, hey, if anybody has any Master Theory Crafters, once we get player-to-player trading implemented, I'll take them off your hands. We'll make something work. The only alternate art cards I have right now, I think, are Veteran Gladiator, Windborn, Acolyte, and there's one more. I think it's like the colossal card in the wild shard. But anyway, yeah, I was like, how can you? Who cares? I mean, it's an alternate art card. If you don't want it, don't play with it. Or sell it, get rid of it, sell it in the auction house. Anyway, off of that rant there. So yes, entry fee is going to be the VIP ticket, which you should have in your inventory stash, plus 500 platinum. So the rewards go as listed. You have 0 wins, you get 1 pack, 5,000 gold. 1 win, you get 2 packs, 5,000 gold. 2 wins is when we get to the 3 packs. 1 Zentoth's Inquisitor AA and a Menacing Grolk AA. So all I gotta do is have 2 wins. Hopefully we can do it. I'm not quite sure what kind of deck I'm gonna play yet. I'm not the best at creating constructed decks. I like drafting and sealed play a lot better than constructed. I don't know, so we'll see what I come up with. I'll be tweeting and what my results are, and I may even record it, but I probably won't do any commentary just because I want to try to focus and do well. I don't know. So that's the VIP constructed tournaments there. Super excited about that. And you may have noticed what I'm wearing. It's the Hex Shards of Fate t-shirt that we talked about last week. That I said I was going to get some shirts from Amazon there, and I did. I got 3 total shirts, the one I'm wearing, and then we have 2 shirts here. These are going to be to give away. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do to give them away. I don't want to make something too complicated. I mean, it'll be pretty easy. And I have checked on some things about shipping internationally. I can ship internationally for fairly cheap through the USPS, United States Postal Service. So if an international player happens to win or whatever we do for a contest, one of the shirts, it shouldn't be a problem getting it to them. Okay, so the last one we're going to talk about as far as updates is going to be the actual update list, and this is actually pretty cool here. So they call it your future presentation. Scheduled for September 30th, patch King Gabrial is the biggest since the introduction of the auction house. And this is going to be very true, because since the auction house, we really haven't had a whole lot. A little bit of quality of life stuff, nothing really to write home about. So they continue to say it improves HEX Shards of Fate from the top to the bottom. The major changes have improved the game now, and more importantly, set up for even more improvements in the future. You'll be able to see all the changes and upgrades in this patch, in the patch notes next week. Today we'll outline new features that are coming to the game. So the first one they talk about is a new patcher. We all knew we were going to have to do that from their update last week. The thing here they got, if you've been here for the beginning of the Kickstarter, you've probably heard a lot of talk about polish. Well, here's a big coat of that. We have some things that we still need to adjust, but we've taken a big step forward to deliver you a fresh, modern-looking game. And yes, holy cow, that is definitely different. The buttons got a little more polish to them. Hopefully the chat window, the chat's always been a big problem. What's that button? We don't have that button right now, because we have home, we have the tournaments. I'm not sure what that is. That might be the profile, friends. No, it's profile. These two buttons are brand new. I don't know what they are, because you get the auction house and the store. They flipped those around, because currently right now it's auction house store, not store auction house. Okay, well, I like the way that looks there. Very impressive. Okay. Oops, didn't want to do that. Alright, so they call it wax on, wax off. Another one here, we take a look. This is actually in the auction house. So yeah, I'm digging the way it all looks here so far. Card manager, this one I was really excited about. Oh, okay. So we got a little bit different for the card tabs here. That's a little bit different. Doesn't have that cogged gear anymore. The up down arrows. Yes, overall I'm really liking this. These icons here are different. I'm really liking the new the UI changes. I think they've done a really good job here. I'm interested in what these buttons are. I want to know right now what these buttons are. I don't know about you. Let's see, what's the board look like? Oh, they finally implemented the hand being in an arch there. Past priority buttons are definitely different, and this is about 100% different, other than the circle or the rings here. Everything else I probably changed it somehow. This icon's changed, the void icon hasn't changed, this icon's changed, everything's changed. I wonder what it looks like when you throw shards out on the battlefield there. I mean, yeah, everything has changed here except the actual board. That is impressive. I like that a lot. Let's see here. The card opening and chest spinning. Oh yeah. Okay, this has changed too. Now that's I'm really digging this the style they have. I don't know. I can't put a word to the actual style, but I don't want to call it. It's not pointy, but it's a very unique style. And I like it a lot. How we look when we're going through cards. Very nice. And what else we got here? It's now far easier to control the scroll bar when cards are in the window. We've added the text of the cards when they are positioned at any angle. Alright, very nice. I like all the updates there so far. So, the most important one that I think from this patch here is the next one we're going to talk about, and they've labeled it You've Got Mail. What does that mean for us? That means that we are going to be finally able to trade cards back and forth between the mail system. We can trade cards, packs, gold, mercenaries, equipment, platinum, anything. We can trade up to 20 cards at in a single piece of mail. So I'm really super excited to be able to do that, because now we can actually finally start, giving you guys something. Like, I think what we'll do is at the end of every update Saturday, we'll go ahead and open a pack like we've been doing, and then we'll just do something like, people, give me the top 4 or 5 cards that you want. I'll pick 5 people at random and try to fulfill their their choices, the best I can there, and just email those cards to them or mail the cards to them. I think that'd be a great, something great to do there. So that's one of the ideas I had in my head right now. So hopefully we can actually make that happen, and that'll be starting Tuesday. So actually we might even be able to do it today. Let's try to start it today. I just want to see how it's going to work. I haven't really, gone through it a little while or tested it out. So obviously I won't be able to send your cards today, but next Tuesday I'll be able to send them to you. So I'm going to need you to know your in-game name if you participate in this. Okay, so they say you can attach up to 20 cards. Yes. A single piece of mail, send it along. This includes cards, booster packs, mercenaries, platinum, and gold. When you receive a mail, you'll open up the message and click claim attachments to send the items into your stash. Alright, in the flow, Gen Con is great in that we get to meet our HEX fans in the meat space. In meat space? Fans in meat space. I'm not quite sure what that means. I mean, they have meat like M-E-A-T, like meat, like, okay. And show the game to the future HEX players. We also get to watch new players interact with the game and see where we need to smooth the user experience out at. Let's see here. They go along talking about what they're talking about here is to try and mimic the behavior in an online environment. We add 2 buttons to the phase wheel in order to help players get to the action faster, attack phase and end phase. Now players can choose to click attack phase and move to declaring their attackers, assuming their opponent passes priority. Same goes for the end phase. Either you click either button and the opponent plays a card before you get to the phase you selected. You can choose to react, put an effect on the chain, pass priority, move through the turns as usual, or once again just click that phase button. If you both click the same button, the game instantly moves through the turn to that phase. So this is going to be for people who know they don't have anything going on. They just want to burn through the game because they're burn through their turn because they don't have anything they can do. So that's really good there. I like how they put it on hotkeys too, so you don't actually have to click it. All right, so the last thing we're going to talk about today in this particular update is the AI. They titled it "Smarter, Faster, and Better." We all know we've all played the AI, and the AI is, for lack of a better word, dumb. It does some dumb things. Like it'll kill itself, it'll dingler its own troops, it'll just do off-the-wall stuff that you wouldn't expect. Create a blaze elemental on its second turn after the attack phase, stuff like that. So they go on to say here, the old AI wasn't the savviest opponent, so we've replaced it with a new AI that brings a much better game experience to the table. We've set the foundation for computer opponents to have varied personalities and strategies, though players won't notice it this time around since there's currently only one personality. What players will notice is much improved combat. The AI will now bluff as well as attempt to outplay you. It can do combat tricks. It's not just going to be a set of instructions that the AI follows no matter what. So that's good. They're getting that AI up there. They talked about that back when the Kickstarter was actually happening. Well, maybe not during the Kickstarter, maybe right after the alpha launched. They're talking about how the AI is going to be this super competitive AI. It's not going to be, something dumb like they've had. The one they had, they just kind of just threw together and said, let's just get something out there so people can play something other than just having, if they didn't want to play each other, they had something to play. So those are the major new features for patch King Gabrial on Tuesday. You'll see even more bug fixes and quality of life improvements as well. Everything will be outlined in the patch notes, so be on the lookout for that Tuesday. And thanks, and let us know what you think in the forums. So that is what we can expect, and that is awesome. I don't even know how long people have been waiting to be able to trade cards. It was supposed to come out shortly after the auction house, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But no big deal. No big deal at all because we're getting it on Tuesday. Hopefully it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Big deal, but I think it should. I mean, they've had to have tested this thing pretty good to make sure, hey, can we send these cards and or stuff through the mail system? So it shouldn't be too terribly challenging. So other than that, that's about it we have for the updates. Hopefully you guys, I don't know if you're gonna play the VIP, and I know it's constructed. I did want to, I thought about saving it till next month, which is the sealed, because I like playing sealed and whatnot better. But we'll give it a whirl, see what we can do. We might not win anything. We might win 3. Who knows? Maybe we'll get some alternate art cards. I don't know. So let's go ahead and let's try this here. Let's go ahead and go to the store. We'll go ahead and open a pack. Oh, I forgot. I'm sure all of you guys have probably played the starter trials. I don't even know why I saved this pack, but I am able to keep playing the starter trials. I think I've probably played it 5 or 6 times. And I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work, but one deck always keeps coming back. Like the last one came back was a Shinhair deck. So I don't know if that's normal. Have you guys been able to play the starter trials more than once? I have, but I don't know. So let's go ahead and crack a pack here and see what we get. And the way it's going to work here is if you want one of these cards out of here, basically just leave a comment below and give me your top 5 cards you want in the order that you would want them. So like, let's just say there's an Angel of Dawn in here. Obviously that's going to be everybody's number 1 pick. So then what I'll do is I'll choose 5 people at random, and then the first one, he'll get his first pick, and the second person, if the first pick is gone, then I'll go to their second pick, so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and take a look, see what we got here. Is it going to be a rare or a legendary? It is going to be, it's a rare. Okay. So the rare is Briar Patch Conjure. Decent card. 2 cost, 2 threshold, 1/2 troop. Add a seed counter to this troop, then create a Briar Legion for each seed counter and this card, and shuffle into your deck. So other cards we have here: Bolt Paw Wizard, Heroic Inspiration, Assault Technician, Construction Plans Warhawk, Moonarir Sensei. We have the Mystic of Tranquil Dream, Bravery, Scrap Welder, Wind Whisperer, Thunderbird, Blood Cauldron Ritualist, Savage Raider, Runts of the Litter, and a Sniper of Gawan. I want to say Gawan, but maybe it's Gawain. I don't know. Anyway, so those are the cards that come out of the pack. If you want any, give me your list. And like I said, I'll go ahead and choose 5 people at random and try to fill their request as I can. And obviously we won't get these till probably next Tuesday. And so hopefully you guys can participate there. Other than that, I really appreciate you guys watching. If you want to, go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you want to participate, give it a thumbs up if you liked the video. If you want to see more of these, don't forget to click subscribe down below, and we'll have another video for you soon.